Last year, my doctor cut me off dairy, and it's one of the hardest things I've removed from my diet, but I am trying. I was online and I happened across a website called Hobson Homestead. I'll put that link down in the description. And they have actually made a copycat version of Nutpods, which is my favorite dairy alternative. It's coconut milk and almond milk. And I wanted to share that with you guys. This little container is about $5 a piece. Now I can get it lower sometimes when it's on sale, but sometimes I can't find it at all. There is one store near my home that I can find it in stock, and that's if someone else like me doesn't go and buy their month's supply ahead of time, which for me is 3 to 4 of these containers per month. And so I thought I'd give it a whirl, and I loved it. I wanted to share it with you. For this recipe, it's just 3 simple ingredients. Now you can add more if you'd like. I don't need the sweetener in my coffee. I've gotten used to drinking it just with creamer, but I do need that heaviness to sort of feel comforted by that coffee. So those 3 simple ingredients are just gonna be almond milk, coconut cream, and sea salt. And you don't have to use sea salt. If you don't have it already, use what you have. I will say that with your coconut milk, the coconut cream, do use full fat. If you are needing that heaviness, sort of that like, comfort in a mug at the beginning of the morning. I used to buy the generic almond milk. I figured most of my things, I figured there's no big difference between the two, but there is a big difference for me. And so I do spend a little bit extra to get the silk. And so we are gonna walk through this really quickly. So for this, we've got 2 cups of almond milk. All right. You've got an 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt, which for me, I don't need to, I pulled out, I don't even know why I pulled it. I don't even need it. We're just gonna throw a little bit of salt in there. And then you're gonna take the entire can of the coconut cream. And I did brew that coffee ahead of time just so that you can see what it looks like when it mixes in there. I know I've tried several different creamers that for me lack a lot. Like the Khalifa, it is nice, but it's just not quite as heavy, and it leaves my coffee, this is gonna sound silly, but darker than I would like. I want to see it turn a little bit lighter tan. I know for some of you, you're thinking, oh my goodness, just don't even drink it at all. But I do love the flavor of coffee and just the quiet calm of sitting there. I guess it's probably more of a habit than a need, but for me and my soul, I sort of need it in the morning. So we're just going to put those things in here. We're going to just give them a good mix. And it is just this simple. Check it and make sure everything mixed up just fine. And everything looks fine. You know, when you open up the coconut cream, if you're used to working with it, and if you're not, you probably would want to know, when you are using canned coconut cream, there are 2 layers. There's a liquid layer at the bottom and a very heavy solid at the top. So when you see it and you can't sort of move around it, I had pulled that spoon and just sort of scooped it out of there. That's all you're gonna do. And so for me, I'm just gonna transfer this over here so that I've got it through the week. And I brewed my coffee before I started talking to you. Oh, it's still nice and hot. It's just so nice and heavy. And guys, you may not think it's a huge savings. This is 20 cents an ounce, while this one comes in at 10 cents an ounce. I didn't buy anything on sale. This was all full price. Silk is $2.78 at my local Walmart, Winco. They are all priced the same. Actually, I did a comparison shop just so that you would know what that is. are my coconut cream I found at Sprouts. It clocks in right around $2.29 a can. So again, not on sale. I did not factor in the price of the salt because it was so negligible and everyone pretty much has salt at home. Now you may not think that 10 cents an ounce is a lot, but when I do that factoring here on only my own coffee consumption, no one else in my house, not my daughters, not my husband's, that comes out to about $120 a year that I'm saving just myself. Again, thank you so much for putting this recipe out here. You saved my wallet and you made me so happy to know that I can do this by myself. To see more ways to reserve resources, save money, and eat or drink well along the way, subscribe and hit that bell right there so that you know when the next video drops. Thanks for spending time with me today.